So we're back this week with Miss Kelly,
Good morning.
and we're talking about Italians today.
Yes, these are Italian heirloom tomatoes. This is my first season to grow these. It's been a lot of fun. I'm growing these because they were recommended for a good juicing tomato. So I make a Bloody Mary mix called 1853. It's named that because that's when the Baileys first settled here. It's 1853. And so that's why I'm growing these. You see how big they are? They get to be a pound or a pound and a half.
Wow.
Yeah. First group anyway.
All right. So what is about the tomato? Why do you like it?
The reason I like it is because it doesn't have a core. I mean, it is totally flesh.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's going to be I'm going to get a lot of juice out of it, which is what I use to make my sauce and my marinaras and Bloody Mary mix. So I've got, I don't know, probably 50 Italian plants. So it's an experiment for sure because I've never grown it, but it's so far so good. It's took it about 75 to 80 days to mature, and what that means is I planted the seeds in January, let them grow for about 6 weeks. Then I hardened them off outside, that's where you get them used to being outside. You put them outside for about an hour, take them in. The next day you take them out for 2 hours, take them in. You have to do that for a week. Then you can put them in the ground. And
I've never heard that before.
Hardening off? Yeah,
No.
you gotta do that. If you grow from seed. Yeah. And then once you transplant them, it takes 75 to 80 days for them to come to full fruition. So, and that's held true. Some of these have been a little over 80 days, but
So have you done any green tomatoes, fried green tomatoes with these?
nah, I don't fry a whole lot. But you know what? All my people are telling me about the air fryer. Could you do them in an air fryer?
You know, that is an idea.
Try it. I don't know.
I wonder if anybody out there has tried to air fry green tomatoes. Let us know. Gosh, we'd like to hear about that.
All right, so another thing, these are beefsteaks also. They've got a little ox heart shape to them. But you see this one's turning. It's not ready to pick, but when you have tomatoes this large, a pound or more, you need to pick them when they are probably 25-50% red or turning. And guess what? These are red. Almost red.
I don't have no red tomatoes,
she said. Red tomatoes until these ripen, and I was like, I thought they were pink. But yep, they are red. Slightly red. So all of these are Italians. So far so good. You can see they're still like, these heirlooms like the early blight. But the way we treat that is with copper 1 week, and then the next week we use something else. I can't think what it is right now, but it's all certified naturally grown, recommended. The thing about being organic or certified naturally grown is you don't use any synthetic chemicals. You don't use stuff that's man-made. The chemicals they are chemicals, but they come from nature. So that means they're not as effective as man-made. So you really have to stay on your spraying game.
It's just like oils. I mean, it's just like any kind of natural stuff. You have to use it for it to work.
To use it.
Yeah.
So we have to spray once a week, and Tom, of course, helps me with that because that backpack sprayer is all I got, and he helps me. So it's time to spray. We're keeping this at bay, though. It's looking good. We'll have another disease to crop up. You always do. Heirloom tomatoes get diseases. That's what they do.
So, I did have a question for you. Somebody asked me.
Yes.
How do you, as an organic farmer, keep away the tomato worms other than just picking them off?
There's a spray you can use. BT.
BT.
That's what I call it. Now, I'm sure it's got a scientific name. BT will keep them off. But we usually hand pick. But we can, because I'm home.
Right.
But you go to work, and the tomato worms on there from the night before, they come out at night. Your plant's gone when you get home from work. So, I tell you what's fun. Get you a black light flashlight. And at night, go through your tomatoes and shine it on there, and they will glow.
I did not know
That's
that. I will do that.
Yeah. And then if you have chickens, they love to eat them.
Oh, we're going to have to do that one night.
Oh, yeah, we'll do it.
We'll do it.
But guess what? I didn't have any last year.
Knock
So,
on wood.
you may have to knock some. I mean, and I was talking to another friend of mine who grows tomatoes. He didn't either. But a friend of mine in Pontotoc who grows tomatoes, he couldn't keep them away. He had so many. So, somebody said it could be the variety you grow that they're partial to.
Right.
I don't know.
So, which ones are we going to talk about next week?
Purple Cherokee?
Purple Cherokee. Y'all's tune in for that.
Yeah. Happy Matering!